Thank you. Hey, it's good to be here at Chuckles or wherever the fuck we are. I don't know. Anyway, this is my first time doing comedy, so it's probably going to be like my first time with a girl, where it'll probably take about 2 minutes and we'll both be disappointed. Boom, boom. So, whoa! Isn't it church-like in here? It's so meditative. Wow. This is actually a better turnout than I expected. I prefer to be outnumbered, but I'm going to make an exception in this case. So, once again, I managed to clear the entire room. It's like a fire drill. Billy Prewitt, let's get the fuck out of here. I don't know. That's all right. It doesn't take a lot of people to have a good time. The best time I ever had in my life, I was all by myself. All right. Table 12, she goes, "Did he really mean what I think he means?" Yeah. Yeah, it was like a blues show. So, I don't know. It's, next week, like the marquee says, there's going to be live entertainment here, so just be patient, it'll happen. And of course, I don't have anything prepared at all. I probably should have written something down, but no. Why should I do that, you know? I like to fly by the seat of my pants and just kind of wing it, you know, and kind of work with what I got. You know, see, the neon committee came in here without a permit, and see, it's kind of like feng shui. Well, you have to move the guitar because the guitar, it's not funny there. The guitar would be much funnier over here. So you have to move it like feng shui. So I don't know. Just, you know, it's good to be here at Bill's Guitar Lounge. I thought we were at Chuckles. I don't know. I don't know. What do I know? You know? I don't know. What do I know? I know nothing about anything, and I'm damn proud of it. So, you know, I don't know. The more you know you don't know. So, well, I just turned 70 years old, and that's an experience, you know. And I figured, yeah, you're a genius. What a perfect time to start a comedy career when you're 70. You could just, you know, you could just go out on the road and bounce around these little comedy clubs for the next 20 or 30 years, you know, and kind of get ready for America's Got Talent. Hone in on your craft, you know, get it real good, get it good, and then, you know, and then they could bring you up, you know. They could say, all right, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, 100 years old, and he's Blind Lemon Prewitt. Let's give him a hand as he comes to the bandstand, you know. So, hey, oh God, hey, everybody, is this an audience or an oil painting? Oh, over here? Oh, I guess that was an oil painting. Well, you know, people tell me when you get older, I start yelling like an old man at a NASCAR race, you know. Hey, you kids, get off of my yard, you little bastards. Are we at the ball game? Where the fuck are we? I don't know. Well, it's all right, you know. I getting old is okay, but you know, you have to kind of go with the flow. And I've been really giving it a lot of thought lately, and I just don't think being an adult is going to work out for me. So, you know, I'm going to have to do something, you know. And actually, I was thinking, I've been through a lot of shit, you know. You don't get 70 by, you know, you just get a hobby and all of a sudden it sneaks up on you, you know. I've been through a lot of shit. And in 1962, I was in the Air Force. I was 16 years old and my parents co-signed for me. They figured that would do me a little good. And I was stationed at Castle Air Force Base in Merced, California. And so they shipped me out there. 16 years old, I'm a virgin. Right? I'm just a kid, a confused little teenager walking around. I was a roads and dirt specialist. They had me swing blading on the sides of the road. And so I made a bunch of friends out there. So one weekend, my buddies, they said, "Hey, Prewitt, why don't we go to Tijuana this weekend and we could all get laid?" You know, so the base was about 45 minutes from Tijuana, and at that time it was real easy you didn't need a passport or anything. You could just go down there. 1962, you know. I said, yeah, all right then, yeah. We're going to go to Tijuana. We're going to get laid. So we went down there, and got real drunk walking around, you know, and we found a brothel. And so I found this gorgeous little Latino. And so I negotiated with her, you know. I said, you know, how much is this going to cost me? I make $80 a month, you know. She goes, well, it's going to be about $50. I said, oh, all right. So I gave her the $50, and I wanted her to like me, you know. I wanted to impress her. 16-year-old virgin. So I said, hey, how do you say in Mexican, you know, Spanish? That's what you speak, Puerto Rican. How do you say, I want to be on you? That's very funny. That's very funny. Look, go down to the third door on the right, go in the room, get undressed, wait for me, I'll be down there. I said, oh, great. I said, this is great. So I'm hopping around on one leg, getting undressed, you know. I'm going, oh, Jesus. Man, this is going to be great. Wait till I tell the guys, man, they're going to be so impressed, you know. Maybe even my parents or something, you know. So I'm sitting in a chair in my underwear in this room for about the longest time, about a half hour. And these two enormous bouncers come in. And they go, get out. I go, wait, hey, I paid my money. Get the fuck out. Why? Your time in this room is up. Out. Oh, man. All right, so I'm hopping around. Now I gotta get dressed. So I go out and all my buddies are there. They're still at the door, you know, they're waiting for me. Hey, oh man, that was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, huh? Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Went in a virgin, came out a virgin, so. Getting old is okay. Man, is it? It's so, you could have like a seance in here, right? And, you could have the kids come down here to the comedy club and do their homework. You know, it's so peaceful. So peaceful. I like my crowds. They're just so polite. You know, the sound of one hand clapping, I just love it, you know. But, you know, you get kind of delusional as you get old. So, you know, people say, oh, hey, getting old is great. You'll see, your kids will take care of you, and it'll be a great retirement and all that. Well, I think one of me is quite enough. Thank you very much. And so I do a lot of stuff alone, you know. You know, nobody wants to be with an old guy. So I went to a sushi restaurant last weekend, and the owner comes out and he says, oh, where's Mama? I said, well, I'm divorced. Oh, you're better off. You're much better off. You got kids? Where are your kids? No, I never had any kids, you know. That's okay, they're too expensive, you know. Kids are way too expensive, so. You're okay, you'll be okay. You gonna eat tonight? Yeah. We're crowded, we're very busy. Well, you sit down, I'll get you a table. Okay, so I sit down, the place is packed, right? So, right? Is that right? I don't know, is it right? It's right, or I know nothing about anything if it's right. But anyway. Very crowded, so I hear on the PA, you know, I hear on the house system a little while later, you know. Pull out, table one is ready for all you. Pull out. Oh, Jesus, you know. How pathetic, right? An old man sits me down, tries to get some atmosphere, he turns the rheostat down, and I didn't know it, and I thought I fainted, so I don't like it when, you know, you turn rheostats down and all. Isn't it spiritual in here? You know, folks, they all can't be zircons, you know? Just kind of go with it, all right? Anyway, nothing hurts and everything works. Who knew? If I would have known I was going to end up like this, I certainly would have taken better care of myself. Oh, man, so... Well, I tried online dating. You ever tried any online dating? That didn't work out for me. You know, a lot of stuff in my life just doesn't work out for me. So, you know, the girls, they put on their profile, they put like high school pictures, and then, you know, you show up at the restaurant, you know, and you go, oh, that's not what I signed up for. Well, sit down, we'll have dinner anyway, you know. She goes, what? I said, well, see, here's your profile picture, and you were like 300 pounds lighter, And I just, wasn't ready for it. Well, I haven't taken any pictures in the last 20 years or so. That's the only picture I have is from high school. And I said, yeah, but that doesn't really represent you, Listen, I'm just big boned. I have big bones. I said, well, yeah, I see you got some pretty big bones in your ass there. Oh, you mean you're rude. Well, I don't mean to be rude, but you know what? You don't even know what you want. Yes, I do. I want a 25-year-old cheerleader who's got her own money and she just loves old guys. And you think I'm delusional? I don't think so. Whew. It got peaceful again. Oh, this is like the Maharishi. So I decided that the last thing on my bucket list is that I want to die from an overdose of Viagra. I want to really fuck up the funeral director. I want him to not be able to get the coffin closed. Shit, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have to cremate him and spread his ashes at Disneyland or something, right? See, there's peaks and valleys here, folks. There's peaks and valleys. And right now we're kind of in a valley, so it gives a little color, a little contrast. In the 60s, I was a hairdresser. That was quite an experience. My mom wanted me to do anything but music, so she sent me to hairdressing school. 1,800 hours, Luella and Porter in Pompano Beach, Florida. 1,800 hours, that's like 9 months full-time, 8 hours a day. So I got out, she got me a job at Elizabeth Arden's in West Palm Beach. Nice place, And as luck would have it, my boss was gay, really nice guy, Mr. Arnold, and he'd always give me pep talks. Listen, I want Mr. William, I want you to be the best that you can be. I just want you to just go with it. Just have fun with it. Just tease the hair and just kind of go with it and be the best that you can be. And if you're not, I'll smack you. I'm not kidding. I'll smack you because you represent me. And don't embarrass Elizabeth Arden here because I know her. So that didn't really work out for me. A lot of stuff doesn't work out for me, but I just kind of go with it, so. I was at Woodstock in 1969, the original Woodstock. I went to see Hendrix, and it rained. I went that Saturday with my bell bottoms and my long hair, took acid, I was real coherent. And it just rained and rained and rained all day, and everybody coming back had mud from their feet to their hair. And they said, don't go in there, it's a mess. So I just sat there on the grass and watched the grass melt, dissolve right in front of my eyes. And then Hendrix ended up not going on until the following Sunday morning, which I should have stayed for, had I have known, but I didn't, so. But actually, that's about all of the 60s that I remember. And then later on, in the 70s, I lived in a truck. I actually lived in a truck. And my memory still wasn't too good. I don't know where my car is parked, but I can remember every single song from 1971. I can remember every word in every verse from every song, 1971. But when I lived in a truck, that was interesting. I had a 66 Dodge van, like the old telephone trucks, the little short ones. And that was long before air-conditioned Gypsy and the Who, and people were living in, RVs. And I was doing a solo act, a folk music act. Like I do John Denver and stuff, very pure stuff, Sunshine on my shoulder makes me happy. People go, he's a little too much of a folk guy for me, let's get out of here. And then I ended up clearing the entire room. But it was fun, it was a good experience for me. And at the end of the night, sometimes I'd get bold and I'd meet a chick and I'd say, hey, you want to stop over by my place? I live right around the corner here. And she'd go, oh, yes, that would be nice. Let me get my purse. And so I'd open the door to my truck, and she'd go, oh, do you live in here? And I'd say, well, when I'm not on the Mediterranean in my Learjet, yeah, I live in here. So maybe you can come in, push, whatever, And that was always fun and interesting. And then sometimes there was a whole family of neighborhood people. I'd play the ground rounds, Rusty Scuppers, Elgin, Aurora, and nice people. And they'd say, you seem like I like your show, I like your music. Why don't you come over to our house and you'd have a few beers. We'd like to get to know you. You seem like an interesting guy. I'd say, all right. So I'd go to their house and I'd tell them my story. I'd say, I'm a real big star in Australia, but I'm in the artist protection program, and my career is the best kept secret in show business. Good one. No, it's true. Man, that's a lot of beer. Hey, do you mind if I use your bathroom? They said, no, go ahead. Make yourself at home, Bill. Go ahead. All right. So I'd go in, I'd take a shower, I'd let the hot water run, use their cologne, I'd shave, I'd ask, hey, do you have any different cream rinse? I don't use this, Look in their medicine cabinet, see what kind of drugs they're taking. Then wrap a towel around me, I'd come out, in the kitchen and open their fridge. Say, oh, look at this. Could be meat, could be cake. It looks pretty old, I'm not gonna eat that. And, it would always end up a good time, but I ran out of friends there because ran out of showers to use, so. That's, kind of the story of my life. Man, this is the best audience I've had all week. There's certainly the best response. It's so peaceful in here. I just love it, I love the peace, so. I don't live in a truck anymore, so I was featured on a little TV show. Maybe you saw it, a show called Hoarders. They said a bunch of stuff later on that I didn't quite understand, but they said I was kind of a weird, eccentric guy. They said, when you get old, this happens. So, that's okay. And then before the Air Force, I was in military school, and I took, my parents sent me to military school, so I took philosophy. And I thought, oh, that's gonna do me a lot of good. Maybe when I get out of military school, I can open up a little philosophy shop down at the mall. That's gonna make me a lot of money. Man. I played music most of my life. I played every toilet from here to Fort Lauderdale. And usually the clubs that I'd work, they'd start out as a men's room, and then they just knocked on a wall and expanded. So that's my story of every toilet, everywhere. And then, I drove a cab for about 3 days in Chicago. It didn't work out. Nothing works out. Because people would get in the cab and they'd say, hey, we're in a hurry. And I'd say, well, then go. PR, customer relations, I didn't do too well. Then when I did my solo act, I do magic tricks. They'd say the Billy Prewitt Carnival show here is stuff like this. I do really stupid shit. I'd vanish stuff, make stuff disappear. Stupid shit, So we'll make a cigarette disappear. And it doesn't always work out. So when I smoke, I gotta be cool. I gotta be suave and deboner. See, that's French. Suave and deboner, I flunked French too. Damn. So I'll get this going here. All right. Not too good a smoker, right? So when I'm suave and deboner, you get this thing going here, and oh my God, did you see that? Did you see that, or was it me? It was me, right? Oh shit, it's time to see the therapist. I don't know, Man, You know, my eye doctor, he says that it's floaters, but I have my doubts. It's getting old as a bitch, you know, so. God damn it, there it goes again. It's me, right? Okay, just ignore it, it's probably me, so. Anyway, where the hell was I? Oh yeah, I do magic tricks, and it was always sort of interesting. Like I'd vanish stuff, so I'd take a lit cigarette, and I'd vanish. I'd put it in my hand. See, so you had to go. Ow! 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 So you had to be a real man. I say, okay. So listen, everybody. So here, look. So I'll take the cigarette. Watch. Oh yeah! Ow! It's gone. Okay. So. Well, that didn't work out for me because the drunks would kick my ass. You know? Adults just don't like to be fooled, so what are you going to do? And, you know, getting old is pretty cool because you can get out of jury duty. On the back of the jury card, you can just check the box. And if you're over 70, you don't have to go to jury duty because I never did well at jury duty. You know, they put me on the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yeah, I hate jury duty. I don't like the decor. It looks like old people in here, and I drive drunk all the time. Do you want me to go on, or are you going to ask me any questions? And then, my karma, then I did get a DUI right after that. And the cop, he was a DUI king of Chicago, and he gave me no breaks. So I thought I'd entertain him. So I'd say, Oscar, hey, look, so the horse goes in the bar. And the bartender said, "Why such a long face?" And he wasn't entertained. I knew I had to go further. So, hey, officer. What's yellow on the outside and blue on the inside? And makes you feel good all over. A school bus full of cops going over a cliff. So I got locked up. So I kind of backed out of magic tricks and became a recluse. I stopped hanging around with people, or is it recluse? I just started hanging around by myself, as usual, and just started playing harp. So I started playing blues because my harmonica is my friend. And I can carry it with me all over the place. And it can always be with me. And it knows how I feel. Tell me how you feel. People come up to me when I'm playing and they say, "Bill, to play the blues, do you have to lose your woman?" And I say, "No, you can have the blues just by having your woman hang around too long." So, and you can amplify your harp. Make it real funky, real Chicago harp. So then if my music career doesn't work out for me, I can work for CTA. I can just go, Stay straight, next stop, stay straight, Wackelboy. Stay on from Millennium Park, watch your step there, ma'am. Watch your step. Stay straight, Millennium Park, next time. I see, okay. All right, the management is handing me a note, I see, that's usually the, all right. Thank you, dear. Thank you.
let me know when you're playing somewhere, and I'll sit on my hands and not clap for you.
Anyway, all right. Your time in this room is up. That concludes the comedy portion of the program this evening. Thank you very much.
Hmm.